Have you found yourself feeling like really stressed, really overwhelmed, and feel like nothing is in your control? Same. Like when quarantine hit, it just felt so crazy. So I found all of these new things I incorporated into my routine, and it really helped lower my stress levels. So if you want to be less stressed, keep watching, because I have 7 tips for you and a little bonus tip, and these will all help you live a much chiller life. Hi everyone, and welcome to the Lifehack Show, where we help you live a wonderful and full life. I'm your host Jade, and today we're going to talk about getting rid of the stress in your life that you just don't need. And we're going to start with, what is stress? Stress is a physical response to a stressor, like a tiger in the wild or a text saying, we need to talk. When you get that text, your body will physically respond with releasing 3 chemicals: cortisol, epinephrine, and norepinephrine. One of those, by the way, is adrenaline, so your heart beats faster, and this can be really beneficial. Like in the short term, it is really beneficial to be a bit stressed out because it gets you places, it saves your life, all of those wonderful things. But when it goes on for too long, when it's long-term stress, there are a lot of negative side effects and a lot of diseases that can be caused by chronic stress. So we're here today to talk about what you can do. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is that you cannot control the stressor, and you cannot control how your body physically responds to it. You can only control your brain. So you have to change the way that you visualize and see the stressor. Instead of something that will defeat you, you have to see it as something that you can control, and it's a challenge and you can defeat it. You have to take it like a rhino and just go for it. That is the power that you have to take care of your stress. Now, let's talk about the power of routine, because success is built by doing small things every single day that lead to a big result, the snowball effect. Stress is the same. If you don't do little things each day, the stress builds up and you have a big snowball of stress. So by doing little things each day, your stress will go back down. Let's go straight into my weird little bonus tips, because some of them are quite subjective, some of them are quite functional. Like, these are all just things that I do every single day, most days, not every single day, that help me live a very stress-free life. If you are enjoying this video, by the way, please don't forget to hit subscribe and hit the bell notification to be notified every time we post a new video, because we are all about helping you live a happy and fulfilled life. Let's get started with number 1, which is start out strong. So at the start of your day, you're gonna wake up, and you don't wanna wake up with a defeatist attitude. Even if you do, you wanna wake up, you wanna start out strong. You wanna get up and you wanna be like, yes, I'm going to defeat today. Today it's going to be mine. Use affirmations, use mantras, just wake up with, nope, today's my day. No matter what, I'm going to handle and defeat any challenges that come my way, because I can do this, because I am strong and brave. Another thing you can do when you're writing your daily to-do list is, this is very important. So when you write your list, you know the really difficult things right at the bottom? Put them right at the top. Do them first, because it is stressful spending the whole day thinking about these hard things that you've got to do later, that you keep putting off. Now, we know this, we both know this, but we always do it. So just put it at the top, get it out of the way, do the hard things first, and then the rest of your day will feel so much stress-free vibes, because you'll have done that really annoying, difficult thing that was stressing you out. Right, let's do number 2, finding hidden opportunities. Step number 2 is finding hidden opportunities. Now this is really exciting, because this is the first step in our free PDF, How to Take Control When Life Doesn't Go As Planned. And I'm gonna run you through like the first step. So there is a document copy for you if you would like it. So a part of being stressed is feeling frustrated and angry. Now, I think we should deal with these feelings, because it's more efficient to be stress-free and not feel frustrated. So we have 2 systems, we have 2 questions that we ask you, and we just want you to write them down and get all of those feelings out onto paper, and you will feel so much better. So the first question is, why are you feeling frustrated? Why? What has caused you to feel frustrated? And question number 2 is, what would you like to happen instead, and what can you do about it? Change the narrative. So for example, if I say I'm frustrated because I had an argument with someone at work, what would I want instead? I would like to not have an argument, have a calmer discussion. So what can I do about it? How can I turn up differently and make sure that it doesn't escalate into an argument? Deconstruct so you can get better. Now, there is something that I really want to mention, that 1, frustration is normally caused by 2 things. 1, things didn't go the way you wanted and were out of your control. And number 2, things aren't going your way and are going out of your control. These are the main problems that we do. Things just go out of our control and we stress about it. So another thing that I really think we should know that is frustration and anger are basically sadness's bodyguards. When you're frustrated and you're angry, most of the time you're feeling sad, overwhelmed, underappreciated. There is another emotion under the anger. I just want you to find out what it is, because then you can deal with it and feel that feeling and move forward. Number 3 is release the expectation of who people expect you to be. Now, this is something I do daily if it happens to me. If I'm finding that people expect me to be doing something else, like for example, there's a very narrow idea of what people expect from a human being. You're supposed to look a certain way, be married at a certain age, have a certain job and save for you and have a certain house. You're supposed to have this whole life that something has planned out for you, and it makes you miserable and stressed out because you don't conform to that very narrow ideal. So let go of that idea and just be who you are and live authentically and make decisions based on who you are and what you want to do and what you want to be, not what other people want you to be. Now, a great tool for this is journaling. Now, Jade and journaling do not get on well. I love journaling. It's so powerful, but it's not something I can do every day. Not because I don't have time, but because I only use it if I'm feeling stressed out or frustrated. And this is a great tool if you are feeling the stress and expectation of other people. Just write it all out. It'll help get all of it out of your head into an independent piece of paper so you can actually make a better and clearer headed decision. You'll thank me. Number 4 is fitness. Now, when I say exercise, most of you are like, yeah, I know I should be exercising. So I'm going to talk to you about a tiny bit of science. So when you exercise, you release 4 chemicals: serotonin, oxytocin, dopamine, and endorphins. These 4 chemicals help you feel stress-free. You are biologically wired to find exercise stress relieving, so use it to your advantage. Now, I feel like the main problem with people not exercising or not doing fitness is because when I say exercise, you say, I don't want to go to the gym and run on the treadmill. I'm going to be so bored, and it's such an effort to go because you don't want to go because it's boring. So when I say exercise, I mean find some form of fitness that is fun, that you enjoy, that you look forward to, and it is possible because there are so many fitness options. All it means is just get your heart rate up and do something. And like, the options are limitless. Like, you can get a Wii and just do Just Dance if you want to do something on your own. There's so many online YouTube tutorials and classes. And then if you want to go outside, there's like mermaid swimming, there's Zumba, there's yoga. There is an unlimited amount of exercise classes out there just waiting for you to go and discover what you like. Like, if there was something you used to like when you were a kid, go try it out now, even if you suck. This is the great thing about exercise. You don't have to be good to move. I think that's the lie that everyone has been told. Like, you have to be fit to do fitness, and that's not true, because the only way to get fit is to do fitness. So no matter where you are in your journey, make exercise a priority and just do 30 minutes a day. Just even if it's like you've never exercised before, walk around the block. I promise it will become the best part of your day, and you will look forward to it if you find something that you love and enjoy. Number 5 is moments for you. Now, I specifically didn't call this meditation because meditation is good and meditation will be a great option for this, but it doesn't mean that you have to sit and meditate because not everyone likes meditation. It means just take a moment to sit down and breathe. It's just like, how many of you breathe, like physically just did a deep breath when I said breathe? That happens to me all the time because I feel like in this crazy, overwhelming world, we forget to breathe. We live in this tech overwhelm where our brains just don't shut off. So always take a moment to just go hide in a closet or hide in the bathroom like I do and breathe and just be like, no one can find me in here. The kids aren't shouting. The emails aren't pinging. I am in the safe closet, hiding away from the people. Now, so another thing that is really good for this, because we're trying to get you in a more relaxed state, aromatherapy, crazily, scientifically backed, is great for this. So if you find a scent that you find relaxing, that reminds you of something positive and a good time in your life, just sit there and inhale it, like light a scented candle. Or you can do what I do and sniff sun cream, because I think sun cream is a very relaxing smell. It reminds me of being on holiday. So whatever your scent is, use it to your advantage and just relax for just a moment and just don't think of anything in particular, or just daydream. Just turn everything off, take a break from the tech and just breathe. Number 6, let's talk about caffeine, because you don't want to hear this, especially if you love coffee. Now, I love coffee. I absolutely adore it, but I don't adore having anxiety and being stressed out. And when I first heard that caffeine causes anxiety, I was like, whatever. I drink a coffee every day. I'm fine. Until one day, I actually forgot to have a coffee. As you do. It happens rarely, but I did. And I actually did for I think it was 3 days, I forgot to have a coffee. And I was feeling so much better. I was like, I was anxious about what other people were thinking about me, which I know is something I can't control, but it was happening. And I stopped drinking coffee and it went away. And I was feeling really fine about it. And it was crazy. And it really does make a difference if you give up coffee, especially if you're drinking more than 1 cup a day. And this is just me on 1 cup a day, and I was having that. So imagine how stressed out you are just by drinking like 5 cups of coffee a day. Switch to decaf, switch to herbal tea or British tea, which is what I do. It will make you feel so much better. Or hot chocolates. Although not too many, you'll feel real sick, but find something else that will fill the void for coffee and you will feel so much better. I promise. I mean, it might not work for you. You might find that you're fine and then you can go back to drinking coffee, but give it a week and see how you feel, because it will really help you. That's one of my tips. Right, let's move on to the final one and the most powerful one. So let's talk about the power of gratitude. Now, gratitude will change your life because you are in a state of lack and fear, because that's how your brain is wired, to look for danger. So when we focus on gratitude, we fill our lives with abundance and safety. So practicing gratitude will take you to a safe space. And I can tell you how great this is, but the reality is try it. Try it and watch it change your life, because it really does. And I think with gratitude, people just don't know how to practice it, because it is a daily practice. If you're feeling stressed out, a great way to do is just sit maybe in your closet with your sun cream and practice and think about all the things you're grateful for, or go on a walk and just look for things you're grateful for. And you don't have to start with like the big things. It can literally be the small things, like I'm grateful for how white my photo frames are, or plants, or cheesecake. And you can just, it spirals, because the more you practice gratitude, the more you really feel the gratitude, the more it grows and the more you feel so much better and the more you want to do it. So I know whenever I'm stressed out, I sit with my little gratitude journal, which I have an Instagram account for it, and I just post a picture of what I'm grateful for, nothing else. I'm just like, I'm grateful for the trees, I'm grateful for this snack that I ate, and you will feel so much better. And the great thing, if you have a journal, you can go back and you can look, and it's like instantly it triggers those feelings of relaxation and calm. Now for my bonus tip. So I mentioned this in my confidence video, which is linked up above if you are interested. It is that you need to make big decisions to save thousands of little decisions in the future. So for example, I'm going to give you a very simple example. If you stress out about wearing what you're picking for clothes every single day, don't. Make a decision that you're going to have a signature style and you are not going to deviate. You're going to Ariana Grande it up, or Mark Zuckerberg it up, depending on what you like. And then you will save thousands of decisions every single day, and you won't suffer from something called decision fatigue, which is draining you, constantly making tiny, endless decisions. And it feels like we have to make so many more decisions these days. So just make big decisions to save you making little decisions in the future. Like, I don't like this thing, so I'm not going to do it anymore, and it will save me having to be stressed out about it in the future. It will help you, I promise. I love it. I discovered it in lockdown, and I made so many big decisions. It was great. And now I make some little decisions because I've decided I'm not doing these things anymore, so I don't have to make those decisions. Anyway, those are my tips. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget that we have a free PDF for you on how to take control when things don't go as planned, which is really just for you. Have an absolutely amazing day. 3 chemicals. They release 3 chemicals called cortisol, epinephrine, which is adrenaline, and norepinephrine. That was said. So cortisol, epinephrine, norepinephrine. Okay, norepinephrine.